Good morning, everybody. This is Caitlin from Caitlin's Animal Training and Services. And today I would like to talk to you guys a little bit about the three secrets, to have your dog be absolutely amazing as a companion, if they not already are. So the top three secrets, well, there are a lot of little variations that people need to learn in order to keep their dogs really awesome and performing that amazing heel behavior or really fast and excited sit, and no matter what the situation. But in general, especially if you're just first starting out, there are three main ingredients that I never hear talk about. Number one's fun, number two is repetition, and number three is consistency. Now, the reason why I list fun as number one is because everyone learns better when they're having fun. There's a perfect cocktail that gets created in the brain that makes that learning and that session much more sticky and prone to be remembered when you're having fun. You're able to recall it a lot faster, you're able to want to do it more often, and that's really what we should be focusing on when we're learning something. And being somebody, who has had high anxiety and doesn't like tests, when I'm having fun learning, it comes so much easier. So when you're teaching your dog, make sure they are not stressed as much as you possibly can, because that's when you're going to get the best results. So number two is repetition. And I put repetition second because not only do we learn by doing, but our pet dogs also learn by doing. When they do it more, they get more muscle memory, and they're just going to start falling into that habit as well, especially if you have that fun factor built in as well. And of course, the last one is consistency. Now, this usually falls upon the person's responsibility. You have to be consistent. You have to start a new behavior in order for your dog to get that consistency and repetition. And this is probably the hardest part for everybody. Being a person that has had problems with consistency as well, I know the pattern that people get stuck in. People get all excited, all right, I'm going to teach my dog to crawl and then to do a backflip and then to do some parkour off a tree. It's going to be awesome. And then they do it for a day or two, maybe even a week if you're lucky, and then they just stop. Maybe because a new stress came into your environment, your family's getting in some trouble. Maybe you just didn't feel like it anymore because you're burned out and you're like, I didn't see enough progress, so I don't want to do it. So the key to breaking all of this and being consistent and doing it every day, or at least most every day, is to work it in to a behavior you already do every day. Do you brush your teeth every day? After you wake up, do you go straight to the coffee pot? Get that new habit and stick it to something you already do every day. And for example, if you want to journal more, if you wanted to write an inspiring quote or read an inspiring quote in the morning, all you got to do is get that book of inspiring quotes or get that journal and a pen, put it by your coffee pot. As your coffee's boiling or before you reach for that sip, just do a line. Maybe you'll be inspired to keep doing more of those lines. Tell yourself you'll do the bare minimum, because oftentimes what will happen is, well, I've got a little bit more off of my chest. I'll try this a little bit more and a little bit longer. Then you'll stop before you get too exhausted and reward yourself with that coffee. And that is how you get those really consistent behaviors. And that is how you also get to have a dog that will listen and practice with you in the park, if you're practicing in the park, or in the store, around other dogs, around other people. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of other skills that you need to know, but that's the biggest one that people fail to acknowledge. And it's on you quite often. I keep telling people 90% of what I do is help coach people and make sure they have what it takes and make sure that they're following through on their own consistency and repetition and skill set, because dog training is easy. I don't care if you're going to send me an aggressive dog, a dog that barks 24/7. Dog training is easy for me because I have all of those skills down. And if you send them to me for a 2-week board and train, boom, you're going to get what you pay for. But if I put that dog back into your environment and I haven't trained you yet, those behaviors are going to start might not be right away, but they're going to start creeping back in. And that's where I come in to coach you and make sure you have the skills that you need. So I do offer free consultations. Feel free to contact me down below, and maybe I'll hear from you. And I hope to see what we can figure out with you and your pup or your bird or your dog or your cat even, because I do get my fair share of cat clients. So enjoy the post that this is attached to, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.